And present generations should emulate the spirit of sacrifice and courage of our forefathers, says Governor Nazma Heptullah. Good evening and welcome to ISTV English News. Let's move on to the detailed stories now. The Anglo-Manipur War of 1891, where British troops defeated the Manipuri soldiers popularly known as Khongzom Day, was observed at Kebaching today. Rich tributes were paid to the brave forefathers who laid down their lives to safeguard the sovereignty and independence of their motherland during the war. Governor of Manipur Dr. Nazma Heptullah, Chief Minister N. Biren, Deputy Chief Minister Y. Joykumar, Speaker of Manipur Legislative Assembly Y. Khemchan, other cabinet ministers, ex-chief minister Okram Ibobi, MLAs and civil and police officials paid floral tribute to the statue of Pauna Brajabashi and also offered tributes in the Khongzom River to commemorate the martyrs. Governor Dr. Nazma Heptullah and Deputy CM Y. Joykumar graced the occasion as chief guest and president respectively at Khongzom War Memorial at Kebaching, organized by the government of Manipur. Governor Nazma Heptullah said it is very important to honor and commemorate the martyrs who shed their blood and laid down their lives in fighting against the mighty British during the Anglo-Manipur War. She said the present generation should fulfill the martyrs' dreams by fighting for freedom with courage and patriotism.
We breathe in a free country because of the martyrs who laid their life in 1891 and the freedom fighters who finally fulfilled the desire of the people, those martyrs of Manipur and the rest of the country. Today we bow our heads to them. And today I was very happy that the young Minister for Education, while he was welcoming us, he said, we have still many battles to fight, not one. We have got rid our country of those people who were foreigners. We united as one Indian people. Now, if we could get united to fight that mighty British colonial forces who are almost occupying half the world, east to west, north to south. Today, we have got another battle before us of poverty, deprivation, illiteracy, lack of development. Today, let's unite, all of us, regardless of caste, creed, religion, gender, fight against the discrimination. We should be together.
Deputy Chief Minister Y. Joykumar said today's generations ought to pay respects to those martyrs who laid down their lives for the sake of independence of the motherland. He appealed to the people to make a concerted effort to bring development and peace in the state. It is also necessary to let the present generations to know the dreams of the brave forefathers and their ideals, Deputy Chief Minister Y. Joykumar said.
Ladies and gentlemen, Khongzom Day comes and Khongzom Day goes. Today, after today, maybe we may remember for 1 or 2 days, then it will be forgotten. But should it be that way? I think, to my mind, Khongzom Day is significant, and what do we learn from it? I think that we need to reflect upon.
On the other hand, MSU organized a cycle rally in connection with Khongzom Day from MSU headquarters at DM College campus to Khongzom Kebaching. President of MSU Manjit Sarangtem flagged off the program and spoke of various issues in connection with the cycle rally.
toan but Gama Okolonda Lantak Gama Puy Tasing see Mirol the Anova Manipuri Kuna Emma Sagana Badu Pai Pushing and Katola Mokogi Tonagi Lingil see Horokliva Mirol is the Achet Piramon and Geneva Emsuna Sigi Sagaruli see Pana Mapana we Kongzum Kevaching Power Chana with our 2008.
Lok Jan Shakti Party also observed Khongzom Day at their Babupara office today. President of Lok Jan Shakti Party also paid floral tribute to Pauna Brajabashi to commemorate the martyr on Khongzom Day. President of Mahila Mandal T.H. Pushparani, General Secretary Subhasandra and those who contested to the 11th State Legislative Assembly elections on Lok Jan Shakti Party from various assembly constituencies also attended the occasion. K. Manoranjan spoke that the occasion was organized under the supervision of National President of the Lok Jana Shakti Party, Ram Vilas Paswan. Spokesperson of the party and Ibohal said today's generation should honor and remember the martyrs who sacrificed their lives on Khongzom War.
Lok Jan Shakti Party karami kudimangna matam lebo kibikta leptuna adi adugum laba athawa singi ligla maduda chatpa sina party sigi achapa phiremne thamjage.
The year-long observance of the 125th Khongzom Day organized by Asailuk Manipur has concluded at the auditorium of Government Dance College at Palace Compound today. President of Critics Forum, Professor I.S. Kangjam and President of Asailuk Manipur, Dilip Mayengbam, were the main guests at the closing ceremony of the year-long observance. As part of the observance, floral tribute was paid to the brave patriots who fought against the invaders till their last breath during the Anglo-Manipur War. A book of poetry, Loilam Matungi Manipuri Saireng, edited by Mimchobi, was also released at the observance. Later, Longjam Jodhasandra and Lanchenba Maitai spoke on Manipuri Sairengda Khongzom Lan. The 14th General Body Meeting of ISTV Network was held at the Manipur Press Club today. President of ISTV Network P. Rafulo, General Secretary K.H. Khogen, advisors C.H. Bikram and N.G. Rameshwar were the presidium members. Speaking at the meeting, Vice President of ISTV Network T.H. Biswajit said there is a need for the service providers and the cable operators to understand the changing technologies in the cable network industry. The network has reached a very high status that it can broaden its services across India. The meeting unanimously approved the annual account statement of 2016-17 presented by General Secretary K.H. Khogen. The General Secretary said the ISTV network is making a lot of progress in tandem with its Vision 2020. Efforts are being made continuously to improve the technology of the network. An SMS-based system will also be introduced soon in order to make it more convenient for the subscribers, General Secretary K.H. Khogen added.
Vision 2020 all of India, not only in Northeastern, all of India, even in the world, arena cable post adapt on Hosik Yamsen Hargadi TriCaster, Haidana, NDTV, Sin and Cinema Soverzi, Yamtuna Logani, Aduga Hosik, Okogi, Powder, Clarity Waliba, Pausiokana, SD Fometa, Amatarabani, Yamsen Hargadi, Sangai, Movie Channel, and Sulerabani, Aduna Masi, Iruna, Aina, Makata Mangi, attention to Hosik subscriber management system, Haidana, SMSC, Mamang that Tankankada, Sweden applied to Organi and Tojubu, Tankankada, Kolumkiba Kalegi, Aduna Gandavani, Adu, Mayambi Ayabalojage, Hosik Sulu Swedana, SMS application Lani, application Lakumatanda, Akoi set of boxing C, Akoi Swedana, Scramble Lani, Scramble Motalani, Aduna, cards in Lobby, the Yagadi, Akoi card Marankana later, Aduna cards in Lobby, card Hapiro, in case Yadavadu, Mawin and Kanotobiro, Natragadi, Swedana Maduda, Akoi officer Jam Swedana Ogani, Akoi management to Minister of Wagani in Kaze.
MLA Laishram Radhakishore has said that steps will be taken up to broaden and repair the road to Saduchiru waterfall to make it convenient for the tourists and villagers while moving around in the area. The MLA, who is also the chairman of Manipur Pollution Control Board and Manipur Khadi and Village Industries, said this while inspecting the condition of the road today. The villagers of the area and the tourists visiting the waterfall may face some difficulty during the road repairing and broadening work, the MLA added.
Waterfall, Maibam Lampai Lambi, Lakidaba, Nambolgi College, High School, and Kanaba, ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯆꯪꯕꯤꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗꯨꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯦꯝꯔꯥꯝ ꯇꯥꯕ ꯌꯥꯕꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯂꯝꯕꯤ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯍꯞꯇꯥꯃꯨꯛꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯆꯠꯄꯤꯔꯒ ꯋꯥꯇꯔ ꯐꯣꯜꯁꯤ ꯌꯦꯡꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯂꯝꯕꯤ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯊꯨꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯍꯞꯇꯥ ꯑꯃꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯗ ꯂꯝꯕꯤ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯋꯥꯏꯗꯅꯤꯡ ꯇꯧꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥꯒꯤ ꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯏꯟꯀꯟꯚꯤꯅꯤꯌꯦꯟꯁ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯀꯣꯛꯅꯅꯕ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯖꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯅ
All Jiribam Working Journalist Union AJWJU has submitted a 4-point memorandum to the MLA of Jiribam Assembly Constituency and Parliamentary Secretary of MOBC and Commerce and Industry MD Asabuddin. In the memorandum, the Journalists Union demanded opening of a district information office at Jiribam to make up for the communication gap created by the 225-kilometer distance between the state capital Imphal and Jiribam, situated in the far western corner of the state bordering Assam. Stations of DDK Imphal and FM radio be opened at Jiribam, an office of the AJWJU be opened at Jiribam, etc. After reading the memorandum, the MLA said these are all reasonable demands. He assured that he will meet the Chief Minister and urge him to translate the demands into action as soon as possible. He also said that he would tour all places in the constituency from April 25th to 27 and detect the most backward areas for taking up various developmental works. President of AJWJU NG Bishwajit, Vice President A. Lukhoi, Assistant General Secretary Jenston Rongmei, Finance Secretary MD Mahin Laksar and Auditor M. Romeo took part in the meeting with the MLA. A general conference of International Society of Manipuri Gauriya Vaishnavas was held at Sri Sri Ramji Prabhu Mandap today. King Laisemba Sanazauba and President of Viswa Hindu Parishad Manipur T. Amushna Sharma were the main guests at the inaugural function of the conference. As part of the conference, tributes were paid to the martyrs of Anglo-Manipur War. New office bearers of the society were also elected at the inaugural function of the conference. Addressing the gathering at a function, member of ISMA-GAVA G. Tombi Sharma said the conference was convened to unite all the people who follow Gauriya religion and are living at various places and make unanimous effort to bring about peace and unity in Manipur.
Prithvi sida lang liba amasung loinana Manipur state ta lairiba tangdu leita daba asum laba phibam asida Vishwa Shanti Prithvi bu Shanti thamnanaba amadi Manipur bu miyam ingna chingna pananabagi adum laba international ki thakta sum laba Gaur Sampradaya Vishnu Sampradaya ki khallo lado mayam da thamnanabagi damakta ekona sumaba sanstha asi
BJP candidate in Thangmaiban Assembly constituency in the last general election, Jotin Waikom, has said that he would file a writ petition in the Manipur High Court seeking recounting of the votes. Congress candidate K.H. Joykishan had defeated BJP candidate Jotin Waikom by a margin of only 157 votes. Talking to media persons at his residence at Thangmaiban, Jotin said a written complaint had been submitted to the ECI on the day of counting itself and requested for a recount of the votes. However, his complaint was not acted on, saying that without court approval, recounting could not be done. If it is true that Congress candidate had secured 157 more votes than him, even if recounting is done, the Congress candidate would still win. Yet, considering the percentage of the votes secured by Congress, many of his workers were dissatisfied. So the decision to file a case in the High Court was taken. The Election Commission needs to amend the rules in the interest of the people. Written complaints will be submitted to the ECI through the DC and CEO, Jotin said.
Passoy the Suyam narrow margin the 118 la Magi or Bay, margin the Maitiri Magisu. Machinery count of you, Havada, Korkiwana to the Yadi, have posted Masim Emento Janigi. Handaki Wanat of the Matang Laga of election chinda, Kendiat Amana. Why Maduda election commission gi use amount of Mengi expenses involved Trombayai, Adubo, Hagna Emento Jamatam the Pamjesi, Madu recount of you, high river complaint and Duna, Changi expenses of the Berto Legati. Election Commission is a burden with government is a burden with Masaduna Emento Chumana expenses of Berto TV Haragadi Adum Tien Besimadi Ayumoti Pamsi.
A bomb exploded at the gate of Pradhan of Konthozam Gram Panchayat, Chingdinliu Kamai at Konthozam Maning Kabuikul last midnight. However, no casualty was reported in the explosion. The blast occurred under a tree that grows at the gate of the Pradhan. The identity of those responsible for the blast is yet to be established. Residents of the locality staged a sudden demonstration at the local community hall against the bomb blast. Placards denouncing the bomb blast amid residential area were held by the protesters. President of Konthozam Maninglekai Tribal MANIPURI Association, Khomdonbi Kamai, demanded clarification from those responsible for the incident why it was perpetrated.
Dainaraga kari ashoiba laige kari akaiba laige haido mayam tanaraga thoko waphamni adubunga chi moina sigumba aki akhang arau tawraga yumrak ta bom top langchamba che langchinba che khoi pamde mohanna sigumba thabak che tawbiganu.
Secretary of Youth Welfare Development Organization Salaudin has complained that the primary health sub-center at Irong Kunau is not functioning as there is no doctor there. He said the health sub-center was inaugurated by MLA of Wabagai Assembly Constituency Fazur Rahim on April 29th of 2005. The center was seen open for about 3 months, after which it completely stopped functioning. On the other hand, the construction of Irong Kunau water supply scheme is still not complete. The construction began way back in 2013, he said. He drew the attention of the authority concerned to check the two issues. A group of people staged a sudden demonstration in protest against the gang rape of 2 young girls on April 14th last at Keshampat Yumzau Lairimbi Community Hall today. One of the protesters, Sonia Nepram, talked to media persons regarding their protest.
Culture muthatsi masi yadi haibadu akoi citizen ama oina as concerned citizen akoi haiba mathok tai aduga culprit sing adusu justice moida su dandi pigadabani ahko cherak pigadabani asigumba posi amuhanna masigi amuhanna halandana base akoi citizen gi side tegi akoi yang kanna haiba ma darkar lei.
A one-day screening on HCV, HBV and awareness program along with training tests held at Thoubal Ningombam today. The program was jointly organized by MNP Plus of Yai School and Thoubal Auto Drivers Welfare Association. No individuals were found positive during the screening test done. Anti-rabies and FND vaccine were injected to animals and dogs at Thanga Veterinary Hospital and Delhi Farmer Cooperative Society of Thanga from April 20th to April 22nd under the supervision of Directorate of Veterinary and Animal Husbandry Services of Manipur. Different varieties of flower saplings were planted around Ima Kunthokhanbi Shrine at Thangwaiban today. The sapling plantation program was jointly organized by Ima Ibema Kunthokhanbi Thaugalup and a Facebook group called Let's Paint the Earth Green. Residents and MANIPURIs of Lamsang area today staged a sudden protest at Tauthong Lamkhai demanding immediate legal action against 3 persons who allegedly kidnapped the owner of STC Bricks Field located at Lamsang for ransom. Now that the 3 kidnappers have been arrested, action should be taken to punish them, the protesters demanded, saying that such incidents shouldn't be allowed to recur. Member of Ward number 9 of Lamsang Nagar Panchayat, Thangkhomba, condemned the act of abduction of the proprietor of a brick field who is providing jobs to many people.
Personal any government side to atop side to personal in Icona, me and with pinpoint of Bury account about government who's a father and live, not so showna, machine no one in each given that I assume join a Kangana, come Pizaga, government side to Paisana, not a Siena, Makoida, Namakanda, not any angle could take government side to minister side to any MANIPURI, not any organization side to Paisana, Makoi Maran Bukusanaba. Namakanda, another Mikanagum Kurdi press heard again. And get Kanozima, Zapsaba, Pantopu, and Gimamit Kumjalaning there.
A free medical camp jointly organized by Sana Janmasthan Club, Samthong Moirang Thaulerak and Lions Club Imphal City was held at Cup Complex today. Patients were examined for diabetes and hypertension at the medical camp. Talking to ISTV News on the sideline of the medical camp, General Secretary of the club, Dr. T.H. Randhi, spoke about the medical camp. A 26-year-old youth, Likmabam Johnson of Malom Tuliaima, Hawaii, is reported missing since he left home on April 21st. He is 5 feet 7 inches tall, has fair complexion and rounded face. He wore a pair of black color track pants and a violet color t-shirt. If anyone comes across him or knows his whereabouts, he or she may inform the nearest police station or contact the number 9862-839-109 or 9612-700-859. In yet another missing report, a 19-year-old girl, namely Laurembam Pushpa alias Sophia, has not returned home since April 15th. She hails from Hawamarak, Laurembam Lekai. She is 5 feet 6 inches tall. She was last seen in a white color sweater and a pair of black color pants. If anyone happens to come across her or know her whereabouts, information may kindly be passed on the nearest police station or contact the number 7085-454-788. And in national news, chairing the third Governing Council meeting of NITI Aayog, Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said the consensus on Goods and Services Tax (GST) reflects the spirit of one nation, one aspiration and one determination. According to the statement, the Prime Minister also said GST shows the strength and resolve of the federal structure. Modi gave credit to all chief ministers for coming on one platform for GST, keeping aside ideological and political differences. Modi also said the think tank's long, medium and short-term action plans would benefit all the states. NITI Aayog is working on a 15-year long-term vision, 7-year medium-term strategy and 3-year action agenda, he further added. Observing that NITI Aayog has been taking steps to transform India, the Prime Minister asked the government, private sector and civil society to work in sync to promote development. Union Ministers Nitin Gadkari, Rajnath Singh, Suresh Prabhu, Prakash Javadekar, Rao Inderjit Singh and Smriti Irani also attended the meet. Now the top stories once again. Thousands pay tribute to brave forefathers on Khongzom Day at Khebaching. And present generation should emulate the spirit of sacrifice and courage of our forefathers, says Governor Nazma Heptullah. That's all we have in the English ISTV News for today. Have a good night.